Hello, my name is Envy, and today I am going to talk about one of my favorite manga, Dansan Joshi by Mizu Asato, also known as Three Boys, Four Girls. I first found this manga after reading my favorite manga, Aharon-san wa Hakarenai, and I decided to see what other works the author has made. As the title suggests, the manga is about a group of 7 high schooler friends, 3 boys and 4 girls, and their daily antics. Unlike Aharon-san, which is great and wholesome to a T, I find it hard to recommend this manga to friends. Not because this manga is bad, far from it, but because of the sheer amount of crude humor and dirty jokes in this manga. This manga is chock full of the most depraved shit. Nearly every chapter involves one of the characters getting naked or talking about pubes for comedic effect. The very first chapter centers around the characters discussing the best way to sit on the toilet, concluding that the best way is sideways so that your dad can sit on the opposite side at the same time as you. I so wish I could recommend this manga more often, but I hesitate because I don't want to come off as a guy who likes this sort of degenerate comedy. It's almost childish how many of the jokes have the punchline of, "This thing looks like a nutsack." I understand if you have no interest in reading something like this. It's definitely not for everyone. That being said, I think it does what it does very effectively, and for those of you who can get behind this sort of thing, I think you'll really enjoy it. The manga uses a very specific style of humor that works very well. It's also a style of humor that is very simple. Basically, every joke relies on one character doing or saying something bizarre and acting like it's normal, while another character plays the straight man and acts shocked. For example, my favorite chapter of this manga is one where the 4 girls are deciding on a group for an upcoming school trip, and they somehow manage to include a creepy old man in their group. One of the girls, Maishiro, acts as the voice of reason, telling the rest that there's no way this old man could be in their group and that he couldn't possibly be in their class. The rest of them simply claim that she is being rude to Geezer-chan, who has been with them all for ages. You'd think this type of humor would get old, but the author manages to make it feel fresh every time. It's this level of truly absurd humor that leads this manga to be one of my favorites. Another good chapter is one where the class is arriving at the airport for their class trip, and they have the typical joke of one character packing way too much stuff for the trip, and another character packing way too little, except in this case, not only has one person packed too little and not brought any change of clothes, another person also arrives empty-handed and completely naked, claiming they can just buy what they need when they get there. The manga loves to pile onto jokes, squeezing every last bit of humor out of it that they can, in a good way. Like by mentioning that the naked person definitely didn't even bring their wallet. So yeah, this manga is basically just one day Mizu Asato decided he wanted to write a bunch of dirty jokes for 6 volumes and get it out of his system. If this sounds like your jam, or if you're just looking for some out-there comedy, I highly recommend Dansan Joshi. The manga is available on Mangadex, however, it is not fully translated, and there are currently no groups translating it. I hope one day someone does finish it, as I would love to read more of it. That is all for this video. Do you also hold strong opinions on very niche subjects? Leave them in the comments below, and also tell me what I should review next. Subscribe if you want more, and I will see you next time.